Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am out at the edge of the Snake River Canyon, and I mean on the edge of the canyon, and I have everybody's favorite drone, our Porsche drone, the DJI Air 2S. I always stumble on that because I'm always afraid I'm going to say Mavic, but no, it is the Air 2S. Anyway, what I want to try out today, we're at a little different spot in the canyon, so we're going to try out a couple of things. We're going to fly basically due west or maybe a little bit northwest with this guy and see a part of the canyon that we haven't seen, and with the good solid OcuSync 3, this is the perfect drone to do it. It's about 60 degrees today, a little bit of wind, but not too bad. And what we might also do is try out that FPV mode where the drone tilts. So yeah, without further ado, let's get the DJI Air 2S in the air. Okay, so the drone is telling us it's ready to take off, but let's look at the safety menu real quick. And we've got bypass on and full obstacle avoidance. Got our return to home altitude set at 50 meters, which is more than enough here by the side of the canyon. Compass is normal, IMU is normal. Battery info, let's look at that real quick. Look at that, 4.32 volts. 3231 and 30, so we're looking good there. So yeah, I mean, let's see, we're shooting in 5.4K. Heck yeah, let's shoot in 5.4K, 30 frames per second, why not? Let's start recording now, and I'm going to do that on the app. So we've started recording. Other than that, everything's in automatic. Let's go ahead and take off, and we're going to do that on the app. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see the drone take off. And nice smooth takeoff. We're going to go up 7 meters high, like DJI likes tells you to, if you want precision landing, go up about 7 meters and you can see and give the drone a good look at its landing spot, and then it kind of takes a picture of that, knows what to look at. That's me lowering the gimbal. Let's bring the drone back down. And we'll spin it around here and get a look at it. And there it is. So yeah, let's rock it back and forth a little bit. Like you know, I always like to show that that gimbal in action. So yeah, I'm gonna say let's drop the gimbal just a little bit, because you know what's coming next. We're gonna do our manual droney. So reverse and up now, reverse and up. And again, this is just in normal mode, so it's not quite as frantic as what you see when you put it in sport mode. That sport mode droney is a lot of fun. Man, oh man, that's beautiful. I just love looking at this canyon. So we'll get it out there a ways, and we're going to stop right there. So if you see me stop every once in a while, it's because I'm brushing all the little bugs off of my face. These little midges are all over the place here. So there's the canyon, and I kind of want to head down the canyon this direction. So in fact, let's just throw it in sport mode so we can get some speed up here. Yeah, there, okay, we've got it in sport mode. And of course that turns to obstacle avoidance off, but we're not worried about that here. So full tilt forward, and again, we're shooting in 5.4K, 30 frames per second. And then boy, I can hear the drone. I'm looking at the drone flying by, and it is tilted forward and it's moving. So yeah, let's go down the canyon here a ways. And this is part of the canyon that I think I showed it one time with the FPV X8 SEs, the twins. I flew them out here, the 2018 and 2020 version, but first time I think I've been out this far with any DJI drone on this part of the canyon, so we just want to get a good look at this. And if we went down there far enough, we would get to Celebration Park, and we would go over the top of Halverson Lake. And Halverson Lake is the lake that when I first got the original DJI Mini, and that's me adjusting the yaw a little bit there, I tried to fly up to that lake and I had the wind at my back, and then getting it home was a struggle. We got some rapids down there. There's some stuff here to look at. Let's drop that gimbal down just a little bit so we can kind of see a little bit of the lake here. And I see that kind of changed our white balance just a little bit when we came down there. And let's move to the side. Let's kind of get over the lake here. Or excuse me, the river, lake. And you can see the trail. That trail on the right-hand side is just a walking trail, and you can access that. You can walk all the way down that. Now, the one on the left there, I'm not sure how you get to that. It looks like, you know, ATVs and stuff have been down that, but I'm not exactly sure how you get there. Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? Holy cow. Let's pick that gimbal back up a little so we see the horizon. And the canyon really widens out in this part here. Okay, that is a couple of kilometers, so that is far enough. Let's turn this guy around. And you can see the big plain of in the bottom of the canyon at this part. It really widens out there. So let's slowly bring it around here and bring it back towards us. And you see there's a lot of trails down there, so definitely there's people, I'm sure, that move around down there, hiking around down there, I guess I should say. Okay, I'm going to stop right here for a second, and I'm going to go into the menu and see if we can figure out where to put that into FPV mode. I believe it's in control. I thought I saw it in control. Stick mode. No. Flight tutorial. No, I don't see it there. Safety. Advanced settings. I'm not seeing it here. I definitely should have looked at that before I took off, huh? No, it wouldn't be control. That's where I'd think you'd see it as control. FPV mode. God, I scrolled right by it. Didn't. Sorry, guys. So FPV mode. We're going to click on that, and that was my mistake, wasn't it? Okay. So full stick forward now, and I am now going to. I'm going to bank to the drone's left, and let's see what happens here. And yeah, look at that. Now, is that cool or what? It makes you feel like you're flying an airplane, doesn't it? Okay, let's straighten it back out and bank a little bit to the right. Yeah, this is the perfect drone for that. And like I said, it makes you feel like you're flying in an airplane. Oh, now is that cool? So I'm going to go full bank to the right. And that really tips it over. Look at that. Okay, and we're going to go back to the center again. Oh, this is fun. Shucks. Yeah, I apologize for missing that the first time around when I looked in the... I'm sure you guys were laughing when you saw me scroll right by it when I was looking in the camera menu there. But, you know, sometimes when you're trying to fly the drone and narrate at the same time, you can miss things. Okay, so we're banking again to the left. And full stick forward, banking to the left. Oh, is that cool or what? Let's go right over the side. Boom. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, let's go back the other way. Oh, man. Let's see if we can yaw at the same time. And you can, but that kind of messes it up, doesn't it? Yeah, that didn't work out very well with the yaw, adding the yaw in there. So what I'm going to say is, if you want to get that best smooth footage, you're going to just use that right stick and bank with it. So let's go right over the top of us here, at full speed. So here we are. You can see where I'm parked there. And we're going to go right over the top. Zoom. Look at that. And back over the canyon here. And the drone sounds really good too. Okay, so I'm applying a little bit of yaw and bank now. I guess you can do it, but that's that balance, because you can see it kind of moving around there. That would take some practice, I think, to get that right. But you can do it. I think the key there would be to really slow down that yaw, and then you could probably make finer movements with the yaw and make that work. You know, I never claimed to be the most talented on the sticks, so but boy, the drone is performing well, and we're getting some great video footage here. I hope you guys are liking this, because I am just having a ball. Shoot. So again, we're heading down towards that time when this always gets me when I get to this part of the river, because I just remember that first time I flew the Mini 2 and it kind of spiraled down into the canyon, and I remember seeing those rapids down there and going, well, you know what, this might be the last time I see that drone. But it recovered and it came back to us, just like DJI always does. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna move a little bit to the left here. And we're a ways off. We're down to, I don't know, we're down far enough on battery, I probably can't do it. I was going to try and take you over Dedication Point, where we usually fly. Maybe it's just a ways off there. Yeah, we're kind of over the side of the canyon here. It's a ways further down. We see where that rock is on the right. It's further down than that. So we're down to 40% battery. I'm gonna do a hard bank to the right here, and let's see if we can bring this baby home. And I'm yawing at the same time. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna confirm. I'm gonna cancel that return to home. I'm gonna go back into follow mode, and we are gonna turn around, and we're gonna bring this baby back. Hey, I said baby back. Okay, coming home. Full tilt. And as soon as we get home, we get back here a ways, I'll just save us from listening to all the beeping. And when we get back here a ways, we'll put it in return to home, and we'll see if we can get that precision landing. And I'm kind of moving to the right here, getting closer to the side of the canyon as we go. And yeah, kind of getting over the edge here. It's always more interesting the closer we get to the edge of the canyon. And yeah, we're still about 1,800 meters away. And we're just past where you see the end of that road down there is where we're at. I hear an aircraft off in the distance, but he is way to the northwest of where we're at. And this aircraft, this drone does have ADS-B, so we would get a warning if there was a manned aircraft in our area, which is always handy. And it's coming back at about 16.5 meters per second. That's about 33, 34 miles an hour, something like that. Probably 34, 35, if I think about it. Okay, let's see if we can move sideways here. We're going to go in and sideways and kind of get a look at the side of the canyon. And I can hear the drone off in the distance there, coming back to us. And there's that downfall pipe. We're really close, getting a lot closer here. Okay, I am going to turn the drone towards us. That's where we're at. You can see us off in the distance there. And I am going to hit return to home now. So return to home on the controller. And we're going to hear the beeping. And let's see if this guy will get us a precision landing. And boy, there's a bunch of ravens here. I'm sure you guys could probably hear the ravens squawking in the background. I'm going to move the switch to normal mode because it comes home in normal mode. And we're running this battery right on down. So we've been filming for about 14 minutes, but understand that with this battery, I was pretty much at full throttle, really 99% of the flight. So it's saying critically low battery, and it'll start coming down here. It's reorienting itself. Let's see if it'll hit that precision landing for us. And I see I forgot to turn grid lines back on, darn it. I like grid lines. So it's slowing down a little bit. 9% battery. We got everything we could out of this battery. Now remember, we were filming at max resolution, and as I said, I was at full throttle most of the time. So I'm saying we got pretty much all that we could, and it looks like it's going to hit it. It's going to be darn close. We're just going to let it land, and this drone will pick up the gimbal as it comes down, and it just did. And it looks to me like it's going to hit the yeah, it's going to be right there on the pad, and it's shut down on the pad there. It's just maybe a little bit off the H, but close enough. So let's stop recording, and let's see, we ended up at 6% battery, so we're good to go. Stop recording. About 15 and a half minutes of recording time there. So okay, let me get everything shut down here, and we will do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay guys, wow, that was a ton of fun. Took the DJI Air 2S, and we're kind of at a different spot of the canyon here than I fly at usually, but we'll probably come out here some more. This is a neat spot to take off from because you can just head right over the edge of the canyon, and it's a lot of fun. But we took this guy, we put it in sport mode, we put it in FPV mode. We went quite a ways west up the canyon, and we saw a different part of the canyon than we've seen. But trying that FPV mode on the way back, we did some nice big banks with it, and I really had fun doing that. And then we turned around and went almost as far the other direction. And this is a speedy drone. I mean, it flies, you know, over 40 miles an hour. So it was quick getting back and forth. And then we got it back with, that's probably about as low as I like to, I typically don't like to cut it that short on battery, but we got back with about 6% battery, which is plenty enough, and we got a good precision landing with it. So I can't say enough about the DJI Air 2S. I just have so much fun flying this drone. And the thing is, I know that 5.4K video is just going to look amazing. So I can't wait to get the SD card in my PC at home and check it out. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, and I really mean this, I appreciate it when you folks take the time to look at my videos. And yeah, of course, we'll see you on the next one. The DJI Air 2S. Awesome stuff. Hey, okay, I thought we'd do a little bonus footage here. Of course, I'm right on the edge of the canyon. And so let's walk out to the canyon. Look at this. When I say we're on the edge, I mean we are on the flipping bleeding edge here of the canyon. And I get a little bit of agoraphobia, so I'm a little nervous about going out here, but I'm going to extend out this selfie stick or pole that I have here, and yeah, hopefully nothing will fall off here, and we'll kind of hold it over the edge. I'll walk out here as far as I dare, but you can kind of see we are really on the edge of the canyon here. It's one thing flying a drone over it, it's another thing when you're standing right next to it. And there you can see some cars down there at the turnaround. And yeah, I'm kind of looking to see if I can see anybody fishing or anything, but no doubt they're out hiking someplace. So this looks like it's probably, you can see there's some campfire rings here and stuff, so I'm sure this is an out-of-the-way place that is probably pretty popular with the high school generation to come out here and mess around a little bit and probably drink a few beers, I suspect, and whatever else. Oh, there I see some campers down there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. I am a little nervous about getting too close to the edge. I'm not going to lie. I've got a little touch of agoraphobia, so I'm a good foot away from the edge of the canyon. But there you go. And that's a view you guys have seen from the drone before, and we'll swing around the other way. But what a cool spot to fly the drones from, huh? I mean, look at this. Look at that sheer cliff face. And there's you see a lot of ravens flying right at this spot, but the falcons and hawks and all the other birds of prey, they nest in the side of the canyon here. And there's plenty of food for them. I noticed when I was driving in, and I don't see any here, but they're what they call whistle pigs, and they're little squirrels, and they are a lot of food for the raptors. But anyway, so that's the view. I guess that's about it. We'll head on back now. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and I hope you enjoyed this bonus footage. See you later. Bye now. Hey, okay guys, a little more of our bonus content. So you guys, when you saw my video, you saw that car that was parked out next to where I was parked. And at first I thought it was abandoned. And you know, I walked up to it, you couldn't see anybody in it. And then this kid gets up out of the back, and you know, I walked up to it saying, "Hey, anybody there?" And he gets up and he goes, yeah. And I said, "Well, you okay? You need anything?" He goes, "Nah, I'm good." He goes, "I'm just hanging out." So I said, "All right." It was quite frankly a little bit creepy because you just never know, and you know, you're out here isolated, etc. But he was cool. He sat in his car the whole time. So right before I left, I walked up to him and I had a big 2-liter bottle of water, and I said, "Hey, you need some water?" And I gave him that bottle of water that I had, and oh, he was very grateful. "Thank you so much." And you know, I offered him, I said, "Hey, you need a trip to town, you know, a ride to town or something if you're broke down?" He goes, "No, it just overheated a little." So I don't know. I mean, he looked no more than a high school kid. Maybe, might have been a little older, but he was pretty young. So I don't know. Homeless, evidently, because it was pretty clear he was living in that old Volvo. But anyway, just interesting. And I know you guys saw it, so I thought you'd be interested. And this is I don't know. This will probably shake around a little bit, but this is the road that we drove in on here. And I'll get you around this corner and you can kind of see that as well. This is kind of an interesting area. I think there was probably more activity out here in the past as far as farming and stuff. I think there were farmhouses and stuff out here, but not so much now. Anyway, you can kind of see it there, and we're going to go through this big old mud puddle here. We had a lot of rain the last couple days, so anyway, so I guess that's about it. We'll call it good, and that truly is the end of the bonus content. All right, take it easy. We'll see you guys.